Got the Polar Lime Seltzer tonight. We're loaded up for a 33 sweeps coin mystery bounty. I'm just going to adjust this logo here. So, yeah, that looks better right in the middle. Tourney starts in a few seconds, and then we'll have a screen up for you to view. Here we go. Whoop. Oh, yeah, mystery bounty colors. Am I a little cut off at the bottom there? But yeah, we have a 33 sweeps mystery bounty going on here. Can I drag this in front and you will see it? Yeah. So there are several bounties out, potential bounties. I don't know how long. I didn't do enough research on this. Probably. Late registration of blinds level 6, 10-minute blinds. So an hour late reg, hour and 5 minutes with the break. Starting stack 5K. We have 250 big blinds for the first level. It's a 30K guarantee, so eliminations remaining until in the bounty. Okay, 519. Okay, so we need it. So we do need to hit a bounty round. So knocking someone out at these stages would mean just the chips, the absolute value of the chips in the pot. We did not satellite our way in. We actually made a decent run in it was a free roll satellite for a $33 ticket that they held Monday night, which is very cool. Top Deuce 9, yuck. Top, I think like 150 or something, 155 got a ticket, and then like it was a $33 ticket, and then the next place after that probably got $20 or something. Um, but I think there was something like 2,200 in the. I might be messing up the numbers, or maybe yeah, it was like 22. It was over 2,000 people. I made it I made it like 440th or something. I needed to get to 150, and I kind of blew it. Ace jack suited, flopped an ace, gets snapped by ace queen. It's just how it goes. And then actually we were up against the short stack. I think did the short stack have a set? I don't know, but it was kind of an overplay. I had 20ish big blinds and probably should have just hung around until I got like a really good nutted holding because people were dropping. So sometimes you can kind of just fold your way in. Um, should have waited for a premium, but yeah, Ace Jack suited was sort of the bottom of the premium range, and it's a fold in a satellite, and that's been my issue recently is not folding enough. I kind of got better, a little bit better than that in a cash game last night at Foxwoods. Made a couple reasonable folds, although one of them was probably one street too late, but it was a good fold nonetheless. It was it was actually a bad. I had called the pre-flop raisers bet, and then there was a player who check raised uh, all in, and I had to fold. Probably won't be getting into too many Foxwoods hands tonight, but I did have a good session last night. But in these tourneys, I've been underfolding. I've been calling off too wide in certain spots, or I just haven't been able to release a hand. But I don't know. There was a tourney the other night. I didn't. I was playing in a scuffle. Queen's pre. It was a limp. I make it 3. Then middle position makes it 7. Button jams 45. I've got like 26, 23 or something. I call, and then the guy to my left snaps for 40 bigs. They both have aces. Like queens there. It sucks, but it's a fold. But it's not like how do you call too wide with queens? But in my younger poker playing days, I would have no problem folding those in. And I'd probably show it too. And I'd probably just be like, "Yep," and get a round of applause. And then the table thinks I'm a rock. And then later on the tourney, I snap someone off, or in the cash game, whatever. But that was my when I was younger and tighter and had less money, so it was probably easier. But I also remember calling too wide in some spots too. Pre-flop folding, I think, was a pretty good skill I had, like having ace, like having a hand like jacks and just folding and mucking pre when you're up against a huge raise. I don't know, or like having tens and folding a big turn bet, like when the board is like eight high, just being like, "Yep, I fold. You got it. Made it too much." So we have 691 players, or excuse me, 697. We're 577 until into the bounty. Uh, so it would basically be, so it usually matches the payouts. So it's 10. Yeah, they don't often update at the exact same time, but the top 108 would get paid, and that would be really what the bounties are, right? Maybe not. Maybe it looks like they might hand out a few more like bounties without an additional payout. But hey, if you pull a nice $600 bounty, who cares about that $10 you miss, or 20? What's the minimum cash at this point? Well, this is going to change if we hit the guarantee. Fold. Min cash is 31, so you're actually getting your money back at this point, barely, but that's going to change as we get more into more. So 7-11, so 7. So we're at about 21. Oh, wait. Got a new iPhone today. It still kind of stinks. Sorry, the calculator app still kind of terrible. The phone itself is fantastic, but it was time. Waiting for the case and the screen protector and my charging cables. Oh, I did have, they're USB-C now. Those iPhones, these iPhones, the iPhone 15, they're USB-C charging. Which you know what, I recently gotten some new Lightning cables, but you know what, Lightning cables are a pain in the ass, and they don't last a super long time. And maybe USB-C cables are no different, but I feel like there's just more out there, and they're cheaper to obtain, and it's just more compatible with other devices. Like, just get on the same, like, make it easy on us. Come on, give us a break, iPhone. Jeez, been loyal customers. That's one step. I guess that's how I think of it. Even though I have to spend another like $10 on cords. Turns out I had a couple blocks with other devices that I just switched over. They tried to sell you one in the store, but I can't imagine it's the best price in the market. Do you want one just in case? Just in case you don't have one at home, or you can't. Like, no, I got the wireless chargers; those work, so no big deal. I charge it overnight on a wireless charger on my nightstand. So does my wife. There you have it. We're good. As long as we can charge it overnight, we'll be good the next day. These things supposedly have good battery life. So what are we talking about? Anything but poker? Yeah. Had a nice day with the family today. I haven't really had the pleasure of playing a hand so far, and that's fine. I'm fine to just hang out for a little bit, hold on to my chips, and if when I get a premium, get paid. But then I'll see a hand like 3-4 suited in the cutoff, and I'll try to like steal with it and get called and flop nothing, and then get led into. and then I lose money. I got this hand like under the gun last night in a 2-5 game, and I was like, big cards. Let's just limp, and it's so stupid. Like there's another one behind me, and then like the aggressive player who's on the button this hand, like he makes it like 50, and it's like, oh, just why did I even bother? And no, like, what year is it, man? I'm gonna fold this because I don't know. He could be min clicking aces, and now we miss anyway. I am finding that tournaments are a little bit less stressful, stress inducing. Playing PLO cash or Hold'em cash online is can be um, really very stressful. The swings are just, and it's just one card could be worth like so much money. It can be here too, but it's one hand that'll do that to you. It's very rare in tournaments you get two hands that are just going to really like upset you about it, or potentially. I mean, sometimes you just well, that's sometimes you just get it in with the best of it, with what you think is the best of it, and it's not good enough. But we got eights in the small blind, and we're gonna try to play some pretty stress-free poker here. All right. Well, I think it's worth a raise if nothing else. Yeah, five. Let's just go to five. Could I have made it bigger? Eh, there's a draw out there, so we could be ahead. I mean, I don't like that card. I'm gonna just. I think this might be a give up. What is either of them in there with that now they don't connect with ace nine? Like a hand, but ace nine doesn't call that flop. Yeah. I probably could have just checked that flop or just played my eights a little bit slower. I don't know. Like, what do you do? Eights are like right on the cusp in the small blind. It's probably just call and see what kind of flop it is and don't commit much to it. Instead, I committed 10 big blinds, so I didn't really, especially without really flopping anything. I was also banking on not as many kings as there are aces and calling ranges, but nope. Excuse me. What was the flop? King 10-4. There was the queen jack holding. The queen jack holding was certainly, or even like jack 10 calls, queen 10. The queen gets him there, like, and it brings in diamonds. I don't have a diamond, so with a player to still to decide to call or not behind me, I could be up against a straight and a flush draw, and with hoping for some, hoping for I could be drawing dead. That's a big raise. Wow. Well, I'm glad I folded. Ace queen's in trouble. Oh man, there's our trips. But that's okay. We goes without saying. We uh the group chats are out of control, man. Out of control. King 9 is a fold. So where are we? 488 to 781. There's like one stack at this table that we could get a. Well, there's no bounty, so I guess this is not really anything. We just want to play good poker. We lost a little bit that hand earlier, but it's not the end of the world. We're fairly deep in this. It's not like a turbo or anything, so we got some time to accumulate chips before it gets to be in that. I mean, it's an hour late, Reg, so we got to get to the end of that before we're down to any kind of bounty, you know, in the money, not cutting time. That's where it really gets fun. And I feel like I made it. Did I make it to a round? I think I played an 11 sweeps, 11 coin. I think I played an 11 sweeps mystery bounty or some lower buy-in, and I made it right. Didn't I make it to the bounty round? But I don't think I pulled any. I don't think I got one. Maybe if I did, I got one, and it was for like the minimum. But that's part of the fun. But yeah, that's gotta be really fun to have a solid amount of chips, like, and then make a run in the money, like make a final table run in a mystery bounty, or like I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be a. They're gonna pay. Make it like a run to like the top. This will probably end up paying whatever 135 are getting paid right now, so making a run into like the top 27 would be pretty sick. A lot of bounties that get handed out. I'm just using weird examples, but right now the minimum bounty is 25.5, and there's nine of them. But there's nine of a lot of like, I mean, geez, you pull a 40 sweeps bounty, you're good. And then if you can knock out a couple more before you get knocked out, you have a good day. I want to set a goal of 100 and I want to set a goal of 170, a cash out of 170, because right now I'm into this site for 290 bucks and I have 120 in my account after buying into this. So let's use this as an opportunity to get back to even on the site. I like being even on sites and then like start to make a few bucks at it and then cash out like what you put in. It's just good to feel like you're free rolling every site. I know that's probably going to be impossible for me at this point. Although bet online, I might be ahead in. I don't. I'd have to look at it. It's not probably by much, but I had to put some more money into bet online today to get 50 free tournament, 53 bucks for the tournament money. That was nice. But you deposit 100, use a promo code, and they put 50 tournament bucks in your account, and that's you got to do it. It's free money. I mean, even though there's like a Bitcoin transaction, tax. There's that. So but so you're eating 5 to get 50 is a no brainer. You got to do it, and it's tournaments, which I feel like I play well in that. So I could it's free money, so I could use it a couple different ways. I could put it toward like a $55 event with a big guarantee. Stream it here. I could look for that. Treat it like that. I probably should treat it as actual money and just play like $5 or $11 tourneys. But if I feel like I'm in a spot where I'm playing good poker, why not take a crack at it like a 55? Maybe there's a $55 freeze out that's got like a 15K guarantee that gets about 30 to 40 players, you know? And first place could be for some serious cash. I don't know. I'll look at something like that. Got it. It's all about finding the right time, and the higher buy-in you go, the longer the late reg period, and the later the game can go. But we could take a look at it. I gotta get that money in there first. It's in the Bitcoin, crypto, ether. You know, it's out there in the nebulous. All right, so we're not like hurting for chips or anything. We got 70s. We got a couple smaller stacks at the table, a few bigger stacks. We flop a gut shot. Maybe this checks around. It's possible nobody has a king. Even if someone has a 5 or a 6, they probably want to see a check. Now we pick up a pair, and along with our gut shot, it might be a good lead for 3. We're not talking big money here, but we have outs, and we might be ahead. Unless someone was just waiting for us to bet, or someone hit a straight, and we just totally porked ourselves. It's probably not. It probably wasn't a great lead card. Yeah. Yeah, that part about like playing premiums. Okay, yeah, we'll turn boat with this last 7 in the deck. All right, so we'll table that one. I will try to play this King 10. It's like the worst Broadway combo, but it is suited, and it's a type of hand where we don't necessarily. I mean, I don't know. We could flop like a big combo draw with that, but for the most part, it's something you probably want to just call someone down, let them take the lead. 2 overs and a backdoor flush draw. Oh, I don't know. I want to. I hate bluffing out of position like that. Yeah, what can I do? Yeah, he's calling probably, right? Oh, there's wow. Those are the cards we need. You know, I love these suited cards. Oh, hmm. Well, I mean, yeah, we're pretty much dead. I don't know. I well, I don't know what this guy's teeing up here. That's so ridiculous. It's okay. So oh yeah, and we got to yeah. Well, no, yeah, okay, we're good. I thought about firing if it checked to us, but no, that one. I should have just ignored it and just bet like the pot. No, that would be ill advised. I mean, we're not in horrible shape by any means, but we could probably just stop leaking chips. Um, there should be. I mean, this should surpass the guarantee. Where so we need to exceed 1,000 players, and we're at 9:07 right now with over a half hour, almost, yeah, about 40 minutes left in late registration. So no reason to think we won't get by the guarantee, but there might not be like too many people that we might not get a lot more entrants. It might be, might hang around this number. Maybe they get past 1,000, but not by much more. But there'll be a flurry at the last minute, especially if it hangs around like 9:20, let's say, for a little bit, and then like people are like, oh, good value. I just jump in late, see if I can cash. I don't know. Maybe not. That's the thing too. It's a bounty. It's a mystery bounty. Well, yeah, mystery bounty might entice more people to sign up. But in general, bounties you want to get in early because you want to have more chips to play with, so you can knock other players out. I will take a brief break here for a couple minutes anyway, 3 or 4 minutes max, I'd say, and we'll rejoin, we'll regroup, and we will get this mystery bounty rolling so that we can be alive for the bounty round. We are back. And we've got five, something we want to be a little bit cautious with. The min clicks seem to be popular. Yeah. Oh man, do we go? We can't go set mining. We could go set mining. Where's the button? Uh, it's so gross. Yeah, I'm so stupid. Check. Do we check back? There's a lot of cards that could help us. Oh, there's a button in there too. Yeah. Damn. I thought the pot odds were just kind of right. It was maybe an overcall. Again, I'm doing this. I'm so not. I'm losing my discipline. Like in a cash game, yeah, whatever. You got fives. In mystery bounties, that's a fold probably all day. But I got like 70 bigs or whatever I had. Oof. Oh man, 9 diamonds. Whoa. Oh man, yeah. No wonder he's got a USPO avatar. He gets lucky like that. Guy flops a set on him and he just bang bang, runner flush. Cyber's in. Let's hopefully get a premium hand and can try to double up somehow. I think a double up would be fair. Um, I was hoping that this one will last a while, and it still should. So let's think positive. We probably spewed off about 19 big blinds that we didn't have to, and that could be kind of big. Deuce six suited. This will probably be like our big hand of the night. No, I. Oh, we're last to act. This is so bad. Why? Please raise. Oh, oh boy. Nobody folds flushes. I think yeah. Obviously, this is a check. There's three player stack behind us. We don't have anything at the moment. Oh man, are we gonna get a freebie? Ew. Is it a fold? If I think I'm gonna fold. I think it's out of position. It just doesn't feel right. Swade very well could have had hearts. I like this spot. This spot here. Queen's got us the other night. Oh boy, just fold. Yeah, so obviously we're gonna raise here. I think making it 9. Set 8.4. Yeah. That's a nice flop. Set no bet. check. That was a snap check by him. All right, well, we take it down. We needed the chips. I'd like to get into this as cheaply as possible. Ace 4 on the button. Ace 4 suited on the button. Play it somewhat cautiously, I think. But for cheap. Let's keep it at 2. Let's get a few callers in for 2 and then just like flop top pair and a flush draw. No need to get on a line. We just got these chips. Okay. That's pretty good. It's not top pair and a flush draw. I think we could go small. I think somebody should call that, right? It's not a great card. But I don't want to give him a free one either. That sucks. Are we dead to pocket fives? Oh, that's disgusting. 5-6. We beat 5-6. We beat clubs. Oh man, it's for the tournament though. He knows I can't call. That's unfortunate. Oh, that hurts. I don't think that's a check back. I really don't. And there's no river cards that are like gonna help me other than an ace. And I don't know. Does he? I don't know. Did he have pocket fives? Pocket fives is probably one. He was the one that clicked it pre, right? So you could have fives. That's very specific. I mean, if he has a hand like 6-7 of clubs, or but these are very specific hands. 6 combos of fives. How many combos of 6-7 of clubs? One combo of 6-7 of clubs. Darn it. Was going small in the. I mean, if he was going to do that on that turn card, he was calling a bigger bet. I think. If I go 3/4 on the flop, does he call with fives? We'll never know. But I had just getting done saying I'd been calling too wide in tight spots. Is that too wide? Like a check jam for the whole thing. I don't know that the fact that he had 95 chips like he wasn't risking a ton, like he was risking a third of his stack, right? I guess I had 30 more behind, so a little more than a third of his stack. That's a lot to just screw around with. And what if I had, like, I mean, if he's got fives full, whatever, but if he's got some like combo draw, or he picked up a pair to go with his combo draw, then like, yeah, he could do that too. And then I can fill up and just be good, you know. Like I could take away some of his out, I block some of his outs. I don't know. Having the ace helped. Oh, I don't know. 2.5. I don't think that's a call off there. Ah, man. That's going to haunt me. Like, should I just snapped with that? There are a lot of hands you could have had, I guess, but it may, I don't know. I wouldn't screw around with over more than a third of my stack. What if I? So we had to be able to beat trips, unless he also had trips, but had like the four of clubs was on the flop, so and then this club on the turn because it's three of diamonds. Five of clubs on the turn, 6, 7 of clubs. Obviously, is just shipping it there. But then I'm vulnerable. I mean, ace of clubs would be taken away. I don't know. Drop it in the chat. What do you think? Should I have called in that spot with trips? Let me know. Please like, please subscribe, and tell your friends, and ask your friends if they would have folded trip fours with a 4-4-3-5 board, two clubs. Can't figure anyone has six deuce, right? 6-7. Well, 6-7 already had it though. No, wait. 3-4-5-6-7. 6-7 of clubs. I'm not beating. What? I don't know why I'm thinking that. But a hand like 7-8 of clubs, maybe picked up four outs. But with a pair on the board, I don't know if I'm thinking through that hand correctly. It looked so intimidating. Maybe his stack size was just so intimidating, but it wasn't. I still had 30. It would have been he went all in for 96 or 92. Was it 92? And I had 36. So I mean that's more than a third of your stack that you're risking there. And he's got to be able to beat. I think he's got to be able to beat trips. Or maybe he thought I was full of it, and he turned like sixes into some kind of bluff, sevens into some kind of bluff. I don't know. We're gonna fold deuce nine of hearts. Jack 10 versus ace 5. Ace 5 takes it down. Yeah. It wasn't a huge jam, but you know. Do I get it in with king 5? Am I playing too timid? Is king 5 the key to my success? No, but no. I don't have a lot of chips. I kind of hope that this guy steals it. Because I don't want to be putting it. Yeah, all right. If we had like 79 chips, 79 bigs. All right. Yeah, so we still have 20 minutes left of late registration. I really don't want to fire off another bullet. We would only have, it's 5K chips, right? Is the rebuy cheaper? Sometimes they do that. Probably not though, right? It's not like a, yeah, no, there's no rebuy. 5K, where are we now? Fold. Jack 5. If we rebought, we would have 33 bigs at this very moment. So I just want to make it to the end of the late registration period and start to head towards something. But I got to win a pot or two for before that. Before I head toward before we get to the money run. 162 get paid and we're 735. So we've got some work to do. Probably I'm just too leaky at some at the in the earlier stages where I should just be. Um, I should just be waiting for premiums in that ace forehand, man. Ouch. 6-7 of clubs gets there, but like I don't know that that hand would be in there. It felt like fives or five, 4-5, 4-3, something. I don't know. Does he have any of those hands, or is he doing that with tens? You know. But if I snap it off there, like I, I don't know. I guess maybe he had such a specific. He would have had to have had such a specific holding that was going to be better than me. Did he? I don't know. Did he sense weakness with my small bets? I don't. I don't know. It feels gross, but I don't know. It might have been. It might have been too tight. Eliminations to in the bounty, so that's 850. So that's a hundred. Yeah, so it's 180 or so bounties they'll pay. Whatever. I mean, we gotta do a little bit of winning here. Maybe win a flip. But hey, that's how these things go sometimes. Oh, trips. Should we have gotten it in with trips? It was just for the whole thing. Well, he wasn't full of it there. He's unfortunately gonna lose this hand. Yeah. Um, he's probably legit. It was probably a legit move by him. I don't know. Like, if he's got a full house, does he need to jam there, thinking that, okay, I'm absolutely gonna call with a four? I don't know. That was weird. I usually a check jam is just so strong, but why would you? I mean, I guess if he thinks I'm gonna keep firing, and like if he thinks I'm just capable of, I don't know, my bets were just, I was betting small. I was like value, I was betting for value. I can't really figure that one out. Aces in the big blind. We gonna let our buddy Tech do it to us again here? I feel like he'd call it off. We could use some help from Chagrined. What's he thinking about? Call. Oh yeah, all of it. Yeah. It's like we have a weird chip stack. We kind of have to just put it in. We can't just make it like six. Yeah. There's two players in there, so if we make it like eight, like what's that do? We gotta put 10 in on the. Flops are hitting us. Five seven is a fold, and a good one at that. I don't have any use for suited up and down cards. I feel like these hands have been going by slow. 649 out of 812. We've got well, if we need 641 eliminations to until in the bounty, and there's 649 players. No, we're 649. So yeah, okay, 812. So yeah, we got a long way to go. Could use those aces one more time. Like the raises pre are so small now. I feel like back when cash players were playing like big bounty tournaments or even just any tournaments, everybody was raising 3x, 2x, 2x wasn't as much. I don't know. Maybe it was, but I feel like players would raise like 3, 4x a lot, 3 to 5x in tournaments. Now it's all 2, 2.5, 2.25, and it's fine. And I get it. It's a different game. Cash games are generally deeper, and you can be as deep as 200 big blinds all the time if you want to just keep reloading. So you might as well raise bigger. You're trying to win a lot more money, like because the chips have a greater absolute value. They have, the chips each have a distinct value. It's significant, but yeah. So you can gamble, not gamble a little bit more, but you can play for more money and win bigger pots. Where in tournaments, it's really more about survival. And I think we got to roll with Ace 10 some somehow. I think I mean, it's probably like 2.25 I should be going, but we'll get probably some action either way or not. I don't know. Tech, our friend here, Tech Chavez. Chavez. I'll take that flop. Overbet jam. No need to. I mean, we have the lead. It's basically for all his stacks, so if he doesn't have a queen, he can't really call or set, but you don't have a set. I guess he could have a sixes or whatever. Yeah, maybe. Well, we've got a little bit of life. I'm just trying to get to the end of late reg, which is coming up. It's supposed to be. It was like it'd be like an hour and five, right? So 9:35, but there's 4 minutes left in this level. What level are we? I can't. Sometimes my math is just so off on the blinds in this. I don't know if it like the clock keeps running during the break, or maybe because that's like a more of a sweepstakesy thing. No, it's after this level. So late reg is done in 3.5 minutes. So really, just after 9:30. Oh, so we have 21 bigs, and late reg is done in 3 minutes, and the next blinds would be 300. A rebuy would be. I'm just gonna get this out there just in case because we do have Ace Jack off, and it's probably a fold in this spot. But we get 5,000 chips. We'd have 300 the next level. 16 bigs. It would be a third. I don't think we're gonna rebuy. So I'm gonna fold this because I'm a huge wimp. Wimpy, wimpy, wimpy. Um, Not that I think. I mean, we still have more work to do, but at a position, Ace Jack offsuit. If I flop an ace, I I don't have like any margin for error. I can't feel him out. I would have to know. I'd have to know right off the bat if I'm out kicked or if I'm way ahead, and I'm not gonna know that in time. So let's just step one, survive the next couple minutes. I know I'm probably being. It's probably because I only stream one table, where any other streamer worth their salt is streaming at least two, or can, is oscillating, is rotating between three, four, five tables at any and more at any one time. I'm not about that. I'm about engaging with the audience. which I'm not doing a great job of. There we have an empty chat. We have a hollow chat, vacuous chat. But we have a viewer. Hello, one viewer. Hey, look at that. We have two. I don't know who they are. It's been the two that usually check in, I would say. They know us about that out there. I feel like at one point I was getting five or six viewers on Twitch, maybe three, four consistently, but like topping out five, six, seven. Maybe I hit seven at one point on Twitch. I I need more engagement. I thought the algorithm was out there to give bring live poker content to the masses. Why am I not thought of in the same breath as Hustler Live and Spraggy and Kevin Martin? And who else does live YouTube streams? David K. They're all fantastic vloggers. You should watch every single one of them. No lie. I think they're all great for the game. Really, anyone who's willing to put content of their poker game live for the world to see. Yeah, cheers to you. We need more of that. Yeah, so definitely you can tighten up sooner in this. I think they're pausing the. There must be. I mean, the clock's at zero, so I would say they're just probably getting the last couple of entries here. I don't think they're not. They don't usually take any kind of break. That's that. Well, no more re-entering. Down to 13 bigs. It sucks. You can't get anything together in this thing. Finally got a good hand, and then you don't really have much of a choice with a. If I was heads up against Tech, I could get a little bit more. I could make it like, what did I have? 17 behind, or 17 was in the big blind. It was 18. I guess I could make it six, but there's two callers. I'd have to make it like eight, really, at least, and then I only have nine back. Silly. I don't think that's. I mean, I guess unless I'm like just thinking, I'm just gonna get it in the flop anyway. But then you really don't have much fold equity. Not that I mean anybody flops any piece of it, they're gonna get the money, and I would suppose maybe I don't know. Maybe I played it wrong. I got a few hands to think about. I feel like going. What was it? 9x over the bet and the call. Seven's more like the sweet spot, but hey, we took it down. We won some chips. Do 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 do. Yeah. All right. Well, we made it past late reg. We got the payouts pretty. We got the payouts solidified. I would think we are paying. Nope. They're paying 180. 2283 is the min cash. We total prize pool 35,000. Whoa, eights and sevens against ace 10. Sevens on the turn. Oof. Tech or boy, what eight ace 10 suited? We probably had the guy with those trips. It just in the moment it just felt so strong, like he just jammed like right, like no hesitation. Like I bet it was. Is that a bluff online? Is that snap jam? Is that a like the check snap jam? Is that like a tell? I probably should look that up. I should I should probably study more like timing tells. They can work a few different ways though. With a dwindling stack and being in the big blind, Ace Jack in the right spot could be okay. Um, it's certainly gonna if Poit if the cutoff here gets his four in, we can. If he's probably asleep, yeah. Thanks. Nobody just sticks in the four bigs anymore. All right. Well, we can. We that's perfectly legitimate to get that in with a couple callers. Ace 10. All right. Come on. No 10. We should be. We're good. Very nice. Does he think that it's a mystery? Does he think that there's a bounty? So I'm going to assume that there's also 180 bounties. Eliminations until bounty 550. It is about that. Yeah, it's probably about 180. It's usually the same because it's just you're in the money. So next time, everybody, you're getting a little bit. You're getting whatever mystery bounties you get now that you're in the money, and then when you walk away, you get a little. You get a little receipt. You get or not. You get a little. Token. They cut you a check. That's your wage. I'd like a nice. So of course, like 170 is my goal, and like the one envelope, the one mystery bounty, like because there's like 18 of 22 and 24. There's nine of a bunch of them, like 30 in the 30s, around 30, and there's six. There's three of some of like 38. There's six of 38 something, and then nine of 47 and 72, and it dwindles, and then it's three each of like 84, 115, and 149, and then it's at like 194 that there's only one envelope for that, and then there's like all the way up to 2924 for the big one. That'd be nice. That'd be nice to have that in play. Oof, we would have gotten counterfeited there, or not even really, just beat. King Queen suited. So we have a fair amount of chips right now. We have some players to act behind us. If we just call, I don't. I think King Queen suited sometimes draws you in a little bit, but it is behind a lot of hands. You're very rarely ahead with it. Yeah. Like if I call there, he probably makes it seven. Yeah, and then Tech over here. Wow. I mean, I would call if it. Ooh, wow. Tens holds. All right, that's fine. Um, I kind of just don't want to look at. He's probably for all I know, he's probably good for the game. Nice guy. I just have no interest in looking at him because all those chips he check jammed on me. I had to have been ahead. I had to have, after seeing him play after that. I had to have been ahead on that. But we're in a good spot. Hey, we're here. We're playing. We're not in the mystery bounty yet. We got to get down to 180. But we're in 263 out of 691, so we shouldn't be going anywhere. We'll see how this plays out. We're in that weird spot now where we really just don't want to play a lot of hands, like with 28 bigs, because the short stack. There's going to be some short stacks out there that start bullying stacks of our size. We make an initial raise of 3, and then Beer Gut Mike goes in for 12, and now we have to decide if we want to risk 40% of our stack. Where the big stacks aren't as affected by that, they can call a little bit wider, or they can like play a little bit deeper at the very least, or they can at least they can in some cases entice those small stacks. But hmm. did he open? Did he show and then like muck right away? It looked like a card flashed. Like why couldn't we see his hand? But I don't know. Global is what it is. I don't. I know sometimes I go off on tangents with these vlogs, and um I I start to like complain about some sites and how they run things. Global, I don't. I try not to, and maybe this isn't fair because if you enter this realm, then you kind of assume all liability and responsibility. I think, but global, I have a hard time getting mad at sometimes because it's like they're using that sweepstakes model to make everything on the up and up, and it's for all I know, it's legit. So because they're doing a good job of that, and it's a site where you can very easily deposit money and play all kinds of small stakes tournaments and cash games or whatever, and they give out bonuses and like the rate back. It's not like yeah, the rate back on the cash is good, but overall, like the benefits of playing on the site are very good. You're always getting kind of free incentives. Sometimes they'll like you go through a run of a couple of weeks where you're not really getting. You're just like getting the minimum. I say minimum. They give you like 3 coins a week, which is if you don't play anything, you're gonna pull in some money, which is what I should just do for a while. Just not play anything, but and let you know take like 10 weeks, put another $30 in there, and then play. I actually got an offer. I don't know if it was like a birthday offer. I got a few. I got 10. I got. I'll let you know what I got. What else I got? But I got a few birthday gifts from my poker sites, which is pretty cool. Um, Global did a had something where all right, king queen in the big blind. Maybe we can sneak into one. Probably not, but they had a promotion where if you deposit 30 bucks, you get 40 sweeps coins. So it was 10 free, basically 10 free bucks. And I already squandered it on 5 cent, 10 cent PLO, kings, and a flush draw, and I went with it. Oh boy. Oh man. Oh, that sucks. I don't know what to do. Do I rip it? Oh, it feels like I shouldn't rip it, but I could be behind. Oh, Lord. It's a strong bet. It's an over bet. That sucks. I don't think I was good enough. Like it was a gut shot, and my flush draw might not have even been good. He could have been leading with the ace of clubs. I don't know. Just letting a couple of subscribers in on the whole mystery bounty. We've got, yeah, we want to shout out to MJ and Dak. They um, can share in the luck with us tonight, hopefully. King Queen over tens. Okay, so we're gonna have a short stack. Um, doesn't really matter. It just means that if we get a halfway decent starting hand, we could call someone wide. But I mean, he's to our left, which kind of sucks. We'd almost have to like pick up aces and limp, and then hope he jams and it reopens, so that we could punish another caller. I'm playing it out way too far ahead, and it's only that one. It's only aces that I could do that with, and he's already going to be out. Oh, spade, ace queen. We'll have another break coming up in a little less than 10 minutes. I plan to still be in the tournament at that point. Down to 588. We got an almost, yeah, we got another. It says 417. I think it's more like 408, 400, 400. We got about a little over 400. Oh yeah, we got 400 until the bounty round. In the bounty, which is essentially the mystery bounty round, and in the money. Don't have to get any bounties to still get some money in that spot because they give you a flat payout when you exit. But if you can pick up a couple bounties on the way, you can make it a really profitable venture. So, King. Whoop. Okay, well, I think min clicking it and then seeing what happens after is a fair approach. What a perfect raise for us. If it folds to us, we can just get it in. Here's the spot. Yep. Queens versus aces, 2 nights in a row. Wow. Well, that was nice. That was very nice of you. So we tried. We played for we almost made it to the second break. Hey, what are you gonna do? We cannot rebuy. It is over. It is done. But we're gonna call it a good night. Thank you for watching. Don't get mad. Well. Before we end, we'll try to figure out another time. But I don't know that I'll be streaming more than once a week for a little while. Got a few things coming up. Spring can be a busier time in the household, but certainly by the summer things kind of slow down. So it might be like no more than one a week until maybe July. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't tune in when we do stream. So until then,